Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Today we are canning potatoes, and this was quite the adventure because the recipe I had said to peel and dice, if you want them diced, 20 pounds of potatoes. And I thought, that sounds like a lot, but I've never canned potatoes before, so I'm going to do what it says. I even got my scale out, as you can see, and I'm just peeling and chopping away these potatoes, counting the pounds. Now, do not, I don't know why I reread it too, and I don't understand why that recipe said 20 pounds of potatoes, but we did do a lot with the potato leftovers that I did not can. And my peeler works really good for potatoes too. It's a little rough, but it's the best that I could do. All right, guys, I wanted to just jump on really quick and say I have found a couple rotten potatoes, and this is why it is extremely important. If you do buy in bulk, you should go through. Right now, I'm just gonna go through and sort my big ones from my little ones so I can see, because this recipe calls for 20 pounds of potatoes, and 20 pounds is a lot. So I'd rather not mess around with the little potatoes if I don't have to, and I could save those for ganache and other recipes we're gonna do. And I did see online, if you take just the smallest piece off the end of the potatoes, it will make it easier to go through the peeler. All right, back to peeling potatoes. It's funny when you watch yourself back, because I just seen myself itch my nose and then not wash my hands. So I mean, if anything, this watching myself back will make me more hygienic. I'm already pretty clean, but you know what I mean. But now, like I was saying, those 20 pounds of potatoes and finding the rotten potatoes, going through my harvest is something that I'm glad that I did. It's not my harvest. I don't know why I keep saying that, but my buy in bulk. I definitely see the point in buying in bulk. Now, when as before, like I remember, this is such an embarrassing story. I was in my 20s. We were young. Our kids were young, and my husband bought this 50-pound bag of potato, and I had stored it in the basement. Oh, you guys, we're going to run out of time. I'll finish the story on the next time I talk. So, I have my 5-quart jars in the pressure canner. I really just wanted to document this step because I'm going to get my potatoes boiling. These are going to warm, and then I just wanted to show you with the 5 quarts in my pressure canner. They say fill it halfway with water, the jar. I wanted to show you this. This is what I use to measure. Right here is the measuring halfway. So this is what it looks like. I'm following these directions. These directions are great. If you're doing it for a first timer like me, follow these directions. I got a pressure canner like this because I thought it would be safer. So this is the step I'm at. This is the mess behind me. Not so bad though, not so bad. And I'm gonna get back to this, and I will bring you guys back when we are ready to fill the jars. I wanted to give you guys the setup. This is in warming, and it says I have 20 minutes to get this up to a boil. I got these guys on blast. They have to boil for 2 minutes since I diced them. I got these guys on blast to get to heat as well, because these are gonna be the clean water I use to fill the quarts. So then I also have the canning salt. We're gonna add a teaspoon, so I'll get this open and ready so we can get this into the jars. I assume we just empty out the jars and put the teaspoon of salt in, and then we fill them with the potatoes and the clean water, and then we put them back in the canner, and then we read the directions, is what I'm assuming. So I'll see you guys when we get to the next step. All right, so I have the timer set for 2 minutes. We have our jars in here. Once the timer goes off, we're gonna empty it, a teaspoon, fill them with the potatoes, fill it with the clean hot water, and then put it in with the 1-inch headspace. 1 inch. We're gonna mark it with a black marker. Probably shouldn't do that till I'm not canning. So once that timer goes off, guys, we will be in the process. Yes, those instructions are to live for and die by. So, back to the story of when my husband brought back the 50-pound bag of potatoes. I didn't know nothing, so I put them inside of a storage container. Like, I thought I was smart. I thought I was preserving it. So, like, a couple months, I don't even know. Months go by, and I'm like, potatoes for dinner. So I run downstairs to go into this container I had these potatoes stored in. And I stick my hand in and I freak out because now there's like weird things growing and touching me, and I freak out. I made him throw away that whole container of 50-pound potatoes when all they did, you guys, was sprout and make more potatoes. I just think that's so funny now. Like looking back, how I was so scared of those things touching me when it was just plants. They grew. I just don't. Now I've come a long way because now here I am saying, I want to grow potatoes. Potato bugs. That's something I have to look into. But I want to grow potatoes. I want to grow my own vegetables and I want to get dirty. It's just funny where time can take you. And with even canning, I never wanted to can. I was so scared. And now look at me pressure canning potatoes. I screwed up the second batch, but you know what? That's okay. I did waste it and I felt bad doing that. But I was also didn't want to kill my family. So in that moment, in my mind, my thoughts were reprocess and get botulism or throw them away and be safe, better safe than sorry. So I hope you guys can leave in the comments if I would have received botulism from that or not, because it's scary. Canning is scary for me. I am feeling better with water bath canning though. All right, you guys, I look like a mess. But this is heating up. We got that going. That recipe lied. We're going to have a lot more than 7 quarts of potatoes, which is fine. So I think I'm going to keep this one on low. I'm going to refill this. I might turn them all off and maybe just keep my potatoes on low. And we will check back in and see when this gets to where it's got to be. I really am happy. Ooh, I burnt myself there. I really am happy that I got the Presto pressure canner, the electric one. I don't know if I am smart enough to do the stove. I don't know why I think there's such a difference, but I really do. One day I'll do the stove one and hopefully not blow us up. And then I was showing you guys these bubbles because these bubbles kind of made me nervous. But then I read and I totally took the lid off too fast for that. I shouldn't have done that. I now know to take the lid off slowly. See, here I was trying to redo the second step, like redo my canner. I already have my 5 processed ones that processed correctly. And then here I am doing these ones, redoing the steps. And then I never come back after this because the thing just steamed and steamed and steamed. And me and my husband had to figure it out. I was so afraid. He's like, should I just go open it? And then I'm like, what if all the pressure blows up? And he's like, well, it's venting, so there was no pressure. And I just didn't trust it. So I just have learned now that to go slow and be slow and steady because it's just something that you need to take your time on. But I did get the practice in loading all these potatoes up, and I really do wish somebody will tell me if I could have reprocessed those and been fine. See that soup, the Dutch oven? That is my tortellini soup. I am doing a recipes of the week video, which I will. The first one's going to be bad like anything, guys. The first few videos of mine were bad. The first few, anything I do is just going to be rough. And if you stay tuned and watch, I really appreciate that. And if you click off, I totally get it. But I promise you, I will get better with my editing. I don't know if that's what it is or if it's with just me filming. It is really weird to film at first, but it's something that now I'm getting more used to, and I am actually taking pride in this work, and it's actually nice to have these. I'm trying to keep them chronologically ordered, so it's just trying to go, like, I'm trying to keep my canning videos with canning, and then my homemade products with homemade products, and then my grocery haul with my dinner of the week video, because I feel like that'd be silly if the grocery haul came out and then like 3 weeks later the dinners of the week video came out. So I'm just trying to keep it all in chronological order, and I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Hey guys, so I just wanted to catch you guys up really quick on my experiences with canning the taters. The recipe lied. You do not need 20 pounds of potatoes. I have just figured this out. So do not follow the recipe in the link unless you want like 20 quarts of potatoes. We did end up with 5 successful batches of potatoes, quarts, and that's because when I went to do my second batch, the other 5 quarts, hold on one second. Somebody didn't get a treat after going potty. Here you go. So what happened was I was getting the other 5 quarts in. It was getting close to when I had to get the boys from school. So I rushed and I somehow missed the step of venting, because then my pressure cooker proceeded to steam for like an hour. And I told my husband, I think there's a problem. And then we had to troubleshoot it. I was afraid to open it. Very important, do not skip steps. I did toss those 5 quarts of potatoes. I was unsure if they were safe. I did read you could reprocess them, but I don't have enough experience canning yet where I didn't feel safe with what happened before and then reprocessing. I do feel safe and secure in eating these potatoes. So I just wanted to jump on the end of the video. I'm about to can and make some raspberry and blackberry jam out of frozen berries. That's gonna be fun, so we'll see where those adventures take us. I wanted to let you guys know that everything is not always okay and everything doesn't always go as planned, but do not stop trying and try again. I got more potatoes. We're going to have to get to them soon again. I wanted to do water bath canning today though, because it's my day off and it's snowing in Wisconsin. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you made it to this part of the video, if I could ask for a subscribe, please, a like and a comment. And thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.